mean, aside from Giannis, was everybody here and able to?
Yeah, it's a great practice. Good day. We're going to come back for film tonight and walk through, but no practice. I just thought the energy, the intent, everything was really good.
Are you planning on two-a-days or a version of a two-a-day?
Yeah, new school two-a-days. Yeah, where you come back and you watch film, walk through. We're probably going to do 2 or 3 of them for sure.
How much does, from an install perspective, not having Giannis here?
It doesn't change much at all. Some of the stuff we're doing, we're going to do when Giannis comes. Some of it he's done, some of it is new, but it doesn't really matter. We're just moving forward.
How do you replicate it right now, like Giannis being on?
We don't. There's minutes that we have to play without Giannis. So perfecting those minutes may be the most important thing we do all year. In years previous, when he was off the floor, we've struggled. So this gives the guys an advanced chance to get things going now. So, you always try to turn a negative into a positive, and that's what we're trying to do.
I was about to say, because you were asked, the other day about a second scorer or lineups. Yeah, if Giannis misses games or the 15 minutes he doesn't play, is this a chance to have them? I mean, I'm sure you have ideas of who you'd like to do stuff, but is this a chance where he isn't here, so we have to gas this a little bit?
Yeah, well, we just got to play. Like the style we're playing at our pace, obviously Giannis makes a huge difference, but so does everybody if they run to their spots and play right. So, when you're going to notice when Giannis is on the floor, clearly, but when he's not on the floor, you're going to notice that we're playing at the same pace.
It feels like the whole league's kind of trying to catch the Pacers, right? Like the Pacers caught everyone's attention last year, playing fast.
Yeah, but when that there's a difference, there's copycats. Everybody spent years trying to be Golden State, and nobody was. We're going to be us. We're going to play at our pace, but we're going to do things quicker. We're not going to change. We are changing, because I think that's how we have to play. But if we were a slow, big team, I wouldn't try to play like that. I just think you got to be the best version of yourself to win. I think teams make a mistake when they try to be someone else.
Speaking of that, I think through the last 10 years, your teams have typically been pretty low in offensive rebound.
Yeah.
That's not a thing that you really. But you've had older teams.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that kind of goes with personnel?
Yeah, I think it goes with personnel and who you are. I don't worry about it. My offenses have all been good. For the most part, I've always been in the top 10 in offense. So I don't care about them as much as other teams need them.
How was your offseason?
Thanks for asking. It's about time someone asked a nice question like that. My offseason was. So this is the setup.
I do want to know.
No, offseason was. I had a great offseason. One of my better ones.
How did you? I feel like coming in, you came in mid-season coaching, and you talked about how you sort of wanted to install offense. How did you sort of approach this from a coach's perspective?
Yeah, this one is easier because even though we have a lot of changes, the changes we have all played the way we want to play. So like today, it seemed easy. We installed 3 different, aftermate packages, all of our missed packages. We did it all today, and they picked it up quickly. Now, when we start going live, they start running into each other and things like that, but that's good. So just in that perspective, I felt like we're way ahead of things.
The changes we have in place, you mean like Miles' plays sort of?
Yeah, he plays that way. Cole Anthony was fantastic today. He lived in the paint the entire practice, which Buck is going to be pissed off by, but as an offensive coach, you loved, So, Amir Coffey had an unbelievable day today. So a lot of guys stood out.
Yesterday, Bobby kind of mentioned, there's few teams in the league that are going to have a front court like us.
Yeah.
Giannis and Miles and me. Just not a lot of teams that have bigs like that.
Bigs that can shoot threes and bigs that can put pressure on the defense. We have both.
I guess speaking of that, I've always thought he's a bit of a 4, that positionally that would be where he is. With him, where do you kind of see him slotting in this year?
Just the 3 and the 4. He was great today, too. He had a great practice, made a bunch of threes, but he got downhill probably 5 times today, where 4 of them, they just had to foul him, and 1 he threw it out for a 3, and that's what we want him to do.
You could have mentioned this in the interview with Kuz, where you were just like, I'm sort of looking at ways to sort of get him, he came in mid-season, want to get him.
Yeah, just shot profile. Like for me, Kuz's key is just his shot profile, getting that to where it should be. In Washington, he could literally take any shot. Those 5 years in Washington, he took a ton of mid-range shots, and that's just not what we want. And so he got the message. I mean, he took threes and layups today, and it was great.
Enough of threes and layups.
Yeah.
Is there when do you want to have that talk about the role definition? And maybe it is Kyle, and it's like, depending how things go, you're off the bench as opposed to the starter, or it's Cole. I know who's done maybe both, but Cole has been a reserve. When do you feel that needs to be settled?
When we know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's jobs available, and so guys are competing. We have our thoughts. We know what we think is the best, but someone would tell us something different by the way we play, and you don't know that answer.
Can you be, I guess in your time though, like I think it's that old baseball axiom, if you say you have 4 aces, you don't have one.
Yeah.
Like if you might have 2 or 3 lineups to fit, but like to win a lot, you probably need a set. Like when would you like?
I'm not that concerned by it. I really am not, because we're playing so similar with any lineup that it's not going to matter as much. Sometimes, last year you can make a case with the Giannis group, we played one way. With the Scoot group, especially when Scoot was coming off the bench, we played a completely different way. Right now, we're just trying to play the same way with the same guys and put guys in different spots and do it with urgency.
I'm curious with Scoot. He played so.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to game 5,
Yeah.
he started.
Yeah.
How much does that specific thing?
That's a big jump. That's a big jump. You think about Scoot and his career. He started out as a high draft pick. They put the ball in his hands. He could literally take any shot, and he did. And now it comes from not playing at times, coming off the bench, being out of the league, to now back to starting, and that's a huge responsibility for him to run the team and still be aggressive. That's the hardest thing to do, I think, in basketball, is from the point guard, understand when and when. It's just hard, and so I'm sure at times he'll be great at it, and then at times he may struggle at it, but we'll support him and get him right.